So, a reminder before this whole thing starts. If anyone has any questions for a future ND podcast episode, just put something in the comments related to WWE or a video game or movie or it can't be anything personal, because I've dealt with personal before and it wasn't very good. Anyway, so on to the actual question. No, not question. On to the topic at hand today. So today's podcast is going to be about Great Balls of Fire, which is tonight. Now, usually, most of the time, I would do a YouTube wrestling live stream. And it seems as if I haven't been able to do that as of late, and I haven't. But I will be trying to do it this Monday, so look forward to that. But, anyway. So, these are my predictions for Great Balls of Fire tonight. So, where do we start off? Let's start off with Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks. That match is for the Raw Women's Championship. Now, usually I would have to say it's a fair match, but I think in this case, Alexa is definitely winning this, for sure. Because Sasha went over on Raw. She won in a tag team match, which was basically a handicap match, pretty much. And, yeah, usually most of the time, the one who looks the strongest on the home show is the one who loses. And I think that Sasha is definitely going to lose this match. She's going to put up a heck of a fight, but she's not going to win. That's for sure. All right, moving on. Next up, we have Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins. Everyone's saying that they don't care about this match, and I can kind of see why they wouldn't care about this match, because of the fact that the storyline leading up to this match sucks major balls, and it does. No pun intended, of course. But anyway, so yeah, the build up to this match, it felt very lacking. The build up did, but that doesn't mean that this match still might not be good. People are saying that it might be good, but it might be just a little bit underwhelming. Now, it could be underwhelming, but I think that this match is, well, it's not going to be match of the night, but I think this match just might be a good match. It might be, because it's Seth Rollins and it's Bray Wyatt. These two are good in the ring, and from what I know, they can put on good matches, and I think it's unique for them to be pairing them up, but it's just the execution of the way how they're playing this whole feud out that feels very lacking. But who do I think is going to win this match besides all that? I kind of want Bray to win because of his huge losing streak that he's been on, but I have a sneaking suspicion that he might not win. So my pick is probably Rollins, because Bray loses all the freaking time, and he hasn't looked very strong going into this, so I think it's safe to say that he's gonna most likely lose. So, yeah. Next up, we have Dean Ambrose versus The Miz. I don't know if I'm looking forward to this match or not, because we've seen this match like so many times now. Like, they are really intent on making this rivalry last a long time. Like, this rivalry was on SmackDown, and it was a really good rivalry, but now it's moved to Raw, and it's like, it's still a good rivalry, but it's not as good as it used to be on SmackDown, by any means. But still, we've seen this match, like, God, I don't know how many times, but, you know, I think I'm going to pick The Miz on this one. Because The Miz has his new Miz-tourage with Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas and Maurice. People are predicting that Maurice is going to turn face tonight and, like, cost Miz the title. But I think that the Miz-tourage is going to cost Ambrose the match. And Miz is going to win by skull-crushing finale. That's my pick. So yeah, Miz is my pick for that match. He's going to retain the title. Okay. Next up, we have the 30-man tag team Iron Man match between the Hardys and Sheamus and Cesaro for the Raw Tag Team Championship. It's hard to pick on this one, but I'm going to have to go with Sheamus and Cesaro on this one because they just won the Tag Team Championships. I can't say championships today, sorry. Yeah, Cesaro and Sheamus just won the championships, and I don't see them losing the title until, I would say, at least SummerSlam or Survivor Series. Those are my picks for them to lose the titles, but I can't see them losing the tag titles tonight, because if they lose them, then that just kind of pushes them down the card even more, and I don't want to see these guys get pushed down the card again, because they're talented. And I'm not saying the Hardys are talented, don't get me wrong. Hardys are great, but I feel like if they lose this match tonight, this could be a setup for the broken gimmick that apparently is being teased so much more often, and who knows, maybe this could be the cause of a Hardy Boys split, and then broken Matt Hardy will debut or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, my pick for this match is Sheamus and Cesaro for this tag team match. Okay, let's see here. What else do we have? Okay, so next up we have Enzo versus Big Cass. Okay. It's obvious who's going to win this. Big Cass is going to destroy Enzo. Enzo's going to get a few hits in, but Cass is going to destroy Enzo. And I think this might be just a straight-up squash match, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe Enzo could win on, say, a roll-up or something like that. But I don't know. I can't see Enzo winning this. I'm definitely thinking that Cass is going to win this for sure. So yeah, that's my pick. Big Cass is my pick for that match. All right, so let's see here. I'm looking at a thing on. Nah, okay. All right, so let's see here. We've got the Cruiserweight Championship match on the kickoff. Neville versus Akira Tozawa. I say Neville retains because he's great. Neville is great. And here's the thing. If Tozawa wins this match, and don't get me wrong, I would have nothing against Tozawa winning it. I think that if Neville loses, they're not going to have anything to do with him. And he might get pushed all the way down the card. He might get the TJP treatment, where he gets the championship and then he loses it and then he gets pulled all the way down the card. Yeah, so my pick is Neville for that match. And I feel like I might be right about that. He might cheat to win, though. Let's see here. Next up on the list, we have a ambulance match between Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. I'm saying Roman wins this one because, WWE has plans for a possible Universal title match between Brock and Roman. So I'm gonna have to go with Roman on this one because, if that is their plan for SummerSlam, then I would say make Roman win because it's the only way to actually establish that storyline heading into SummerSlam. So yeah, Roman Reigns. We're flying through these right now. And of course, we have the main event. Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe. Oh boy, this one's tough. I'm not sure about this one. This one could very much go either way. As much as I would like to see Joe win the title, I'm afraid I'm going to have to go with Brock. Because Brock, he's going to head into SummerSlam as the Universal Champion. And I think that's where he'll lose it. Where he'll lose the belt is at SummerSlam against Reigns. Let's see. I'm unfortunately gonna have to go with Lesnar on this one because I can just see him holding it until SummerSlam. I don't see what they could do with Joe as Universal Champion. As much as I would like to see him as champion, I'm afraid that might not happen, unfortunately. So yeah, my pick is Brock. So yeah, those are my predictions for Great Balls of Fire. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with YouTube Wrestling Live episode 7 tomorrow. So look forward to that. Yeah, see ya. Thanks for listening.